Good evening. It's the 2nd of August and I thought I'd give you a little update about what's happening at La Ferme de Lettres. Well, it's not all joyous because there have been, it's been very, very hot and very, very dry, and that's caused a bit of problems for some of the plantations. I can feel that they're not really growing to their full thing. And it's also meant that there've been a whole bunch of things, especially the kale. All the cruciformes have been attacked by like black fly. So I treated them once a while ago with a treatment of black soap and water. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to treat them again right now. Just so you know the doses, I put, for 1 liter, I put 6 tablespoons of black soap. You heat it a little bit, and then it dissolves very easily. And then I put it in this diffuser. What's really impressive also is on the nasturtiums, which I planted. They're well known as companion plants because they attract these insects, the pests, and it really did work. But I guess I didn't plant enough nasturtiums here. You can see the effect. They got pretty much practically killed. So now I'm going to start with that. When you spray them, you should spray them like on the leaves and also behind the leaves because they hide under there. So this is how I do it. And then underneath. Voilà. And also important to know is don't do it when the sun's going to shine on them. So don't do it in the daytime. Either very early in the morning or in the evening. Give it enough time to dry off. And also same for rain. If it's going to rain, there's no point in doing it because the rain's just going to wipe out everything. They actually look kind of nice like this. I also tried the treatment on the lemon tree a little bit, which I did a little while ago. It seemed to have done it good. And the orange, which is just opposite. So I'm in the greenhouse here, so you can see what it looks like. A view from inside. It's become quite a jungle. I don't think I'll do it this way next year, but it's pretty impressive. It's not very practical when you want to harvest because there's things in the back, and to get to them you have to it's a little bit of an obstacle course. But it's still I'm very happy. There are eggplants. Look here. Look, eggplants that are already fructifying, and I've been eating green beans and cucumbers. The cucumbers on this thing, I mean, it's just incredible. And look at the tomatoes here. That was a wild tomato, just grew by itself from the compost heap. And there's potatoes mixed in there and ginger, and everything's just like very hunky-dory. Tomatoes growing here, and passion flower above. So it's become like a real Garden of Eden, and quite happy about it. Well, otherwise I'll show you what else is happening in the vegetable plots. The artichoke went to flower, the most beautiful flowers. We ate a few, and then they went to flower, and I let them because they're so beautiful, and also because I'm thinking of taking the seeds and next year planting many more because I love artichokes, and just 2 plants is not enough. We had one meal with them, so I'm thinking of planting them a little bit everywhere because it's a beautiful plant, and I love artichokes. Otherwise, the artemisia that I planted a little bit everywhere is doing very well. It's becoming a very beautiful plant. And it has this incredible smell if you just pass gently your hand. It's an incredible smell, especially when the baby's there. The smell's changing a little bit. It's almost like a medical smell. Interesting. Otherwise, the aubergines are doing quite well inside the glass house and outside. I'm very happy about them. The courgettes, a little bit less happy. It's the second year I've grown this. Maybe it's the seeds that this variety that doesn't like my earth. I'm not sure. The plants are better than last year, but I'm thinking maybe next year I'm going to try a new variety. You have to test things. Les haricots verts, j'ai planté un peu partout, Et j'en suis content, ça donne tous les jours juste assez pour manger, c'est un peu la chasse pour chercher. Mais je pense l'année prochaine j'en planterai plus quand même parce que c'est pas de la folie, il n'y a pas énormément. Je vais planter un peu plus et un peu plus ensemble. J'adore ça et puis après on peut les conserver peut-être. So with the tomato square, luckily I planted a lot. I feel that if I treated it with, I don't know how you say purin d'ortie. It's a nettle purin. It's a mix that you make by fermenting nettle leaves, and it's supposed to be really good to give them a boost and to also to repel insects and everything. So next year, sure, that's what I'm going to do. But this year I didn't, and I think luckily I planted a lot, so I'll have enough tomatoes. What else is there? Well, we've been through what's happening with the kale. Apart from this attack by the black insects, which I've now hopefully treated, it's actually doing pretty well. There's lots of new leaves coming out. Here next to the kale you can see the corn. This is the black corn, which is doing pretty good with the butternut underneath it. So it's not as happy as I would have liked it to be. I think if I'd maybe planted a little earlier, they would have been more established when it was a little cooler. Maybe I planted them a little late because I didn't have all the patches ready. Next year it will be better. There's always room for improvement, and I'm really hoping that next year it will be even better because my earth will be richer. I would have given it the right timing exactly, but I really wanted to get ahead in this year, and I'm happy. But I think I can produce much more for the space that I have. The apple trees are super abundant, as is all the fruit trees. At the moment, we're eating a lot of plums. They're delicious. I have all kinds of plums, like yellow plums, green plums. Soon I'm going to have quetch. That's like dark purple plums. Here the apples are really doing well. I keep on going by, and every time I see a fruit that's like marked or has a hole in it, then I get rid of it, so that it has the force to kind of like put energy into the other ones and make bigger, sweeter, more incredible fruit. And let's not forget the flowers. Of course, this was a patch, if you see, a patch where there was wood stocked and a long time ago, and it had just been completely grown over with brambles, and so I cleared it all. It took a long time, many days, even weeks, and now we planted beautiful flowers here, and you can see that it's quite marvelous. And I've also been taking photographs, very close-up macro photographs, which are really I'm just marveled the way the intricacy is like jewelry, so it's very interesting. So back in my chair, I can say it's not all wonderful. I have achieved my goal of eating from my garden. I haven't bought any vegetables for quite a while now. But at the same time, it's kind of distressing to see when the plants are attacked by insects, or when they look like they're getting yellow, and I feel like I'm not in communication and I don't understand anything about what's really going on. And so it's a living, learning process. It's not that you just do it and everything works straight away. You have to learn. But generally I'm happy because I've achieved my goal, and I'm going to keep on doing it and learning and improving, and I'll keep you in contact with that. So I would love to leave you with the view that I normally have, but the farmer has planted corn this year, and so it's quite a different view when I'm sitting down in the chair. I have to stand up to get the view. So this is it.